Man, today, as y'all can see, we watching AM Hoops. This video is called "The De'Aaron Fox Allegations Are Crazy." If you don't know what's been going on with him, he's basically trying to get traded from the Kings, and they lost a game off of a pretty bad shot that shouldn't have happened, and their coach got fired after. So let's get into it.
The Kings fired coach Mike Brown, and Lou Williams accidentally threw the players under the bus. Everyone immediately comes out for Mike Brown. Nuggets coach Mike Malone said, "Yeah, I was surprised, but it's the Kings. They're dysfunctional. No class, no balls." Even DeMarcus Cousins, who hates the Kings, said, "Yeah, Mike ain't the problem." In the middle of all this, Lou Will drops a bomb.
I'm hearing there was just some pushback from how De'Aaron Fox was continuously being singled out, you know, whether it was publicly or behind the scenes. I was even hearing whispers that there was a situation where he might have asked even DeMar DeRozan to come off the bench, you know, and those things proved to be severe missteps in an already challenging season, where it put the front office in a position where they had to side with either the all-star talent they had or to part ways with their former coach of the year.
Wow. So Lou Willie.
So it's looking like the Kings want to keep De'Aaron Fox, but they didn't want to really fire the coach. It's just that De'Aaron Fox is a great player.
He's saying the players said it's either him or us. Now people are calling Lou a snitch. De'Aaron Fox just calls it a lie. Just saw my guy Mike at MyFitFoods, and he says that the promo codes are rolling in because you guys are trying and loving MyFitFoods. What? Over, you could just walk into a store or AM Hoops. Listen to Fox's reaction to the news.
Get that out of here.
Fishy.
What was the plane ride like? Like, what was it like being there and finding it out in New York?
So we left a little bit later. Doug addressed us before we took off, and after that, the plane ride was normal. I went to sleep.
That's a little weird, right? Like, does that sound like a guy who cares that his coach got fired? Is he losing sleep over this? No, he literally went to sleep right after. So maybe there is something to Lou Will's story. Several times this year, Mike Brown went hard at De'Aaron Fox in the media by name. For example, hours before the firing, Kings up on Detroit by 19 at one point, but up 10 with 3 to play. Pistons cut it all the way to 3 with 8 seconds left. Coaches told the team, "Yo, foul them if you have to. Whatever you do, do not let off a
Oh yeah, this is the play I was talking about. Watch this, bro. Let me see what y'all think.
But somehow,
I think Fox should have been there.
Ivy wide open in the corner. Then he has to rush up to contest, but stupidly fouls as it sinks. Made the free throw and won the game. A 5-game losing streak after all the De'Aaron Fox trade rumors come out. So how did Brown react in private? Because in public, he was not afraid to call Fox out.
There should be no closeout opportunity. No closeout opportunity. And why there was a closeout by Fox, I'm not sure. Fox has to step up. You have a lot of responsibility if you're that guy, and he's that guy. And the pressure is on him to go get it done.
So he's basically telling the media there, yeah, this is all De'Aaron Fox's fault. And I could play like 10 clips of Brown calling Fox out by name. So is it crazy to think that De'Aaron Fox told them to fire Mike Brown? I don't think so. But that trade rumor still isn't going to go away. And if Fox thinks that he wants to go to San Antonio or Houston, yo, Greg Popovich and Ime Udoka aren't exactly warm and fuzzy when it comes to coaching. It seems like Brown was trying to hold Fox to a superstar standard, like telling him to lead the team with his body language and his effort like a LeBron James. But De'Aaron Fox hated that approach. So people are calling Fox a coach killer, which is actually pretty harsh. But that is how respected Mike Brown is. He got sacked to the number 3 seed in the West 2 years ago after missing the playoffs for 16 straight years. The first unanimous coach of the year in NBA history. And 2 years later, he gets fired.
Yeah, that's
now,
crazy
calling your
work.
team out and your star player over and over probably isn't smart in today's game, but Brown probably felt like he tried everything to get these guys to care about playing defense. Nothing was working. But then ESPN reports something even more dysfunctional than that. So De'Aaron Fox did not sign an extension before the season. And it kind of made sense. I mean, he can make a lot more money by waiting for this summer. But then he tells Draymond Green on his podcast that he wants to win. And if the Kings can't deliver that, he might go somewhere else. Well, the Kings are a...
He really... Why are they... I know it's a business, but dang, why are they talking like this, bro? They just throwing like subtle shots, like subtle jabs on like some XQC stuff, bro. Be a man.
Yes, so it's only a matter of time before Fox demands out, right? But how do they handle this? Well, the obvious step one apparently was to fire Coach Mike Brown, but he's not even the problem. The Kings actually have the number 8 offense in the NBA, 16th D, but are somehow 14-19. I mean, teams with a comparable net rating are like the Magic and the Wolves in the playoffs. The problem is clutch execution. Kings are 6-13 in clutch games this year, the 3rd worst record in the NBA, which is crazy because Fox and DeMar DeRozan are elite clutch players. An issue is defense. Domantas Sabonis offers 0 rim protection. They have one wing defender, Keegan Murray, who is being crowded out by DeMar DeRozan. So defense has been an issue for years, and your big move in the offseason was to get DeMar. The front office is a joke. So no wonder they fired Mike Brown before they can get canned. Oh, blame the coach. So ESPN said, what does Sacramento do now? The obvious move is to trade De'Aaron Fox and rebuild. But no, right now, they are 12th in the West with a chance to keep their pick. See, back in 2022, they traded for Kevin Huerter for a first, which is now top 12 protected. So if you tank now, you get to retool, keep your pick, and trade Fox and get a good young rookie. Instead, the Kings inquired about Chicago's Zach LaVine, New Orleans' Brandon Ingram, Brooklyn's Cam Johnson, and Washington's Kyle Kuzma, league sources said. My goodness! Literally, if you made a list of players who would be terrible for the Kings, that's the exact list. Like if you said, who are the players who make 0 sense for Sacramento? You would say Zach LaVine, Brandon Ingram, Cam Thomas, and Kyle Kuzma. You cannot make this stuff up. A classic case of the front office trying to save their job. So instead of doing what's best for the franchise long term, it's a quick, short-sighted fix to just make the playoffs now and keep the owner happy. I would be so upset if I was a Kings fan. But maybe De'Aaron Fox leaves them no choice. He recently flipped agents to Rich Paul of Clutch Sports. Man is notorious for getting his players to whatever team they desire. And a respected reporter at Bleacher Report says, grumblings in NBA circles suggest Fox will push for a trade before the February 6th deadline and that the Kings will likely entertain all options. Really? Dude is from Texas. And there are really just 2 options if he wants to go back home. The Spurs and the Rockets. Now, we have already mentioned how tough those coaches are, but on the court, he's a great fit. Fox running an offense for Wemby would be box office, and Houston is missing that lead scorer. The Rockets already have the defense and the rebounding and the coaching. What they miss is the guy to take that last big shot. Fox literally won NBA Clutch Player of the Year. But if De'Aaron gets traded, I think Sac would have to move Domantas Sabonis as well. He's 28 years old, and they would want to build around young guys like Keegan Murray, Devin Carter, this top 12 pick, and whoever they get back in trades. But so far, the Kings are an absolute dysfunctional mess, and I can't say we're surprised, but I am pissed that more people are not watching this new NBA rules video. It's one of the more fun videos that I put.
Dang, bro, what? I don't know. What y'all think, bro? Should they have gotten rid of Fox or should they have kept the coach, man? Let me know what y'all think. It's your boy PL. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy PL and I'm gone.